Yeah, not too bad. You got your audio included?
Go. Right. Extreme lit, that's hosting, that's fine.
Right, so you've got the host set up ready to go?
Yeah, it's up. Should be.
Fantastic.
Be interesting, our first time doing comms together, so this will be interesting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fraser McKenzie here, and welcome to the first of our post-season events here for the Extreme Racing League. It is the Constructors All-Star Race this evening, where we've got the best drivers from their respective teams battling it out to see which team will be the best of the best in the Extreme Racing League. You've got the best drivers from Mercedes, the best drivers from Ferrari, all the way down the grid to have the best teams, best drivers in Williams as well. And joining me in the commentary box this evening is one of the best managers in the Formula One community. He was commentator for X2 last season, but he's going to be racing in X2 next season. It's Mr. Michael Booker. Michael, welcome along this evening.
How are you doing, Kenzie? How's the break? And yes, this is actually interesting, this will be, because it's actually the combination of points. So even if you could win the race, and if your teammate comes last, and second and third stay the same team, like a Mercedes or a Ferrari is second and fourth, they could there win it. So it's all
Absolutely.
on points. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, a combination of the points that the drivers score throughout the race this evening will determine which team has the best drivers in the XRL. But next week, we've got our second All-Star race, and that's where you've got the 20 highest scoring drivers from the whole of the XRL, X1, X2, X3. 20 drivers with the highest points tally between all three divisions will be battling out to see who is the best XRL driver for Season 2.
We've got a couple of replacements coming in. Because Kenzak has not turned up, so Itzlo is going into a Renault, and Fiend is going into a Williams.
And so yeah, let's have a quick run through of the lineup for tonight's Constructors All-Star Race. We've got Ultimate and Ollie for Mercedes, Stumpy and Anderson, my co-commentator for X1 in Ferrari. We've got Sack, our X1 champion, and his teammate Anthony Waddington. I mean, not that big a surprise. Those two are going to be representing Red Bull tonight.
I think they're the
We've got
favourites.
CJ. Yeah, you
they've got to be the
definitely got to
favourites.
think that. You definitely got to think that, because Red Bull X1 Constructors champions, and they've got Sack as well as the X1 defending champion. We've got CJ Allen for Renault, Penku for Haas, Worthy Smile and Retro Rixie for McLaren, the boss himself, Lopez, and Remixo for Racing Point. It's great to see the boss in action. And then we've got Masterplane and Path for Alfa Romeo, Joe Pelli and Erdica for Toro Rosso, and we've got Beard Boost and Cyclone for Williams. So we're just waiting on the replacement for Williams and Haas.
Williams
Renault
here.
and
Both
Haas.
Williams are here. It's a
Renault
Haas
and Haas, I knew what I
and
meant.
a Renault, yeah. Just
I
trying to
knew
work
what I meant.
Yeah, same colour, sort of.
But yeah, as you can see on the screen right now, the track of choice tonight is the Hockenheim Ring in Germany.
Yeah, but both All-Star races will be at Germany because it'll be the final time we get to race here.
Yeah, because Germany's not going to be on the calendar for the 2020 season, but we do have two fantastic tracks to fill that void somewhat. Not in the actual F1 season, which actually gets underway next week. Oh boy, the excitement's through the air.
Well, with that as well, I've also seen rumours there's a couple of tracks that are on about adding to the calendar this year, in like October and November, and
Ooh.
Germany was mentioned. So there was a double header at China and Bahrain. I can't see the China one happening though because of lockdown again, but I can see Bahrain happening.
That would be very interesting. But yeah, but the two tracks that had joined the 2020 calendar before everything in the world happened, Zandvoort, which the F1 haven't been to for years, and then you've got and we were supposed to have the debut of Vietnam this season as well. But fear not, folks. Season 3 of the XRL will be heading to Zandvoort and Vietnam for their respective races. And we are just over a month away from the start of the new season.
Come on, it's over here.
Here we got ES Fiend joining Penku at the Haas team. So we're just waiting on the last Renault.
Yeah, it's Lowe's coming. It's Lowe will be replacing Ion Kanzak.
Ah yes, Ken Helberstad, yeah. But yeah, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, there's a lot of excitement in the air because next week, the first race of the Formula One season gets underway at Austria. And once that race is out of the way, next Sunday afternoon, me and Michael are going to have a race to talk about for the individual All-Star race next week.
Yeah, we have the lineup, we have the cars, so we just got to announce it, and we announce it on here, we'll announce it in the chats as well, so everyone will see them. Some interesting teams, an interesting lineup as well. A very, very strong lineup.
Indeed. I say it's not going to be easy to separate everyone that's been selected for these All-Star races, because I mean to be able to take part in the All-Star races is already a prestigious honor in itself, but it's a completely different ball game to be able to be up there at the top of your game when you've got the best of the entire league racing around you.
And we are now ready. There we go.
Yeah, here we go. So of course, so for those that don't know how the XRL races work, for those that are here for the first time watching this evening, welcome along. How it's going to work is you've got full qualifying, and then you've got 50% race distance. I've just got the schedule. I've got the schedule in front of me right now. Because we've got actually July 5th is actually going to be a very busy day for us, because not only have we got the first round of the championship in Austria to watch before the individual All-Star race, but we've also got the XRL Awards straight after the All-Star race, and then over the course of the next 3 weeks after that, July 19th, July 26th, and August 2nd, we've got 3 pre-season days for the drivers to test their speed and see how they'll fare heading into the opening round of the XRL Championship, which is going to be in Australia on August 9th. So we're about 6 weeks away from the start of the Extreme Racing League Season 3. And we managed to secure a couple of sponsors over the course of the last couple of weeks since the season finale in Abu Dhabi. We've got We've got Ants 3D, which is a 3D printing company, and of course CD Keys, one of the best places to go to get digital codes for some of your favorite games. I've actually used CD Keys myself to get games for my Xbox and my PlayStation, and it is a fantastic service. Some of the bargains I managed to get from CD Keys, especially, I managed to get a PS4 port of the first Jack and Daxter game for about £5.
It was about $6 or $7 in US money. Yeah, that's cheap. We have a dry race. I don't know about qualifying, but we have a dry race. Which is to say, it's nice in July 5th, because all that's coming back, and it's also my birthday, so it's like, oh yeah. Absolute perfect timing. Made one day, and we have a dry quality as well, so it's all dry.
That's great to hear. We've got Beard Boost and Path, the first two drivers, out on track for this fantastic circuit. It's delivered its fair share of highlights over the years, both on the this current layout and the old layout. The last time that was used was, I believe, either 2000 or 2001.
I think it is, yeah. So, I know, as I say, it's an old track and it hasn't changed for a good 20 years, I think, close to, so yeah. It's a shame they're not having it next year, but hopefully if they do use it this year, they might bring it out in like a DLC or something for the track. For next season, next game. That'd be nice.
Yeah, so the game, and I've actually got F1 2020 pre-installed onto my Xbox right now, so it's ready to go on launch day. It's actually the Schumacher edition that I've got.
Yeah, it got released on yesterday to, it was classed as update, so not actually as a game, so people, you need to check your updates and it might be in there if you haven't already installed it.
Yeah, of course, that's for those that have pre-ordered the game digitally, because of course we can't exactly order, pre-order games physically until tomorrow at least, because here in the UK, June 29th is when non-essential retail is going to be opening back up, which hopefully will include the game shops. So I might as well treat myself to a game or two when they do open up, because why not? I've done well over the last 3 or 4 months in lockdown. And Stumpy! Oh my word! He has, oh my, that's on the exit of turn 1. Stumpy's already out. That didn't take long. Nevertheless, here comes Beard Boost across the line. 111.662. Let's see what happened there. He broke one of the wishbones, and he lost his front wing in the process as well. Really unlucky there from Stumpy.
You got Beer Boost with a 111.6 in first. Second is Path with a 111.8. There's Ultimate with a 111.4. Caesar's got Lopez.
Same place as Stumpy.
Yeah.
I'll say, it is very easy. It's very easy to lose it on that first corner, because if you end up running wide on that curb, it's going to be when, not if, you hit the wall. Here comes Fiend across the line, 113.6. Remixo, 18.5. He must have gone off somewhere.
Ollie's invalidated, so I think it is just Joe Pelly.
Yeah, he's just coming up to the hairpin now. I mean, over the last couple of years at this track, it's delivered a few incredible moments to definitely look back on there. One of them being, I think, without a doubt, probably the moment that actually started the derailment of Vettel's title chances when he actually lost control and ended up burying his Ferrari into the wall in 2018.
I never understand how he did that there. When he did
I'm still trying to get my head. I'm still trying to get my head around how he managed that.
Yeah, Joe Pelé was
13-0,
13-0. Yeah. So he's safe as it stands. Only we've lost 2 people, so only 3 more will get eliminated. So Ollie is in sector 2, just going to the beginning of sector 3. Oh, we have a Ferrari. What's that Ferrari doing? Is it split over? Yeah, looks like it.
Well played from Anderson.
Ollie, purple 2nd sector.
Ooh, that's definitely going to give him a momentum boost. And then, of course, we had that wet weather classic at this track just last year. But nevertheless, Ollie across the line. 11.623 puts him second, only a couple of tenths behind his teammate.
We start talking about Vettel in the Ferrari going into the gravel, and Anderson went flying into the gravel in sector 3 in the Ferrari.
Oh, God! Oh, the irony of that.
That was interesting. Like Penko, he's another one that hasn't set a lap yet, and he's invalidated, so he's still yet to post a time.
Cyclone's on an out lap, but he hasn't set a lap time yet either. Waddington, as I say that, was in the pits. He's now on an out lap.
Retro Rixie is entering the 2nd sector now, and he is on a hot lap. He's not now. He was half a second up, he's now 7 tenths down. So I don't think anyone is actually on a hot lap now.
Not at the moment, anyway.
Erdica is. He's on his. He's 30 thousandths of a second up.
Won't be much to improve his position at the moment, but you never know.
No, but I'll say he should be through anyway. I would have thought with a 112. Always invalidated, so that's ended that.
Yeah.
So it might just be Wado. Yeah, Wado just starting his hot lap, so I keep calling him Wado, but it's Waddington now, but
yeah. So this is probably going to sound like a silly question, but I mean, no doubt, you're looking forward to the new season as well.
Definitely, and I mean, no offense, but I was never good enough to be an X1 anyway. I just went in there because no one else, when we first made the league, or when we started the season, no one else wanted to go up, so I should have been an X2, but it just couldn't be done because we didn't have an X2 comms or anything like that. So, but now we have. I can now actually go to a league where I should be, like as in it's like I'm not good enough for X1, and I should be an X2, so that's also how good I am. So that's where I should be. So it's fine.
Yeah, and we do actually have the lineups for the XRL for next season, but they aren't actually going to be announced until the XRL Awards, which are going to be next week.
The teams have been announced already. The cars will be announced actually tomorrow at 5 PM UK time. Is the cars are being announced. Caesar has announced. I think it was 2 days ago. So we will be revealing them on 5 PM UK time tomorrow. So I presume that's right. Paul
tomorrow 5 PM. Yeah. He's retired in the pits. I think that's a case of he's retired because he's more than happy with his time.
Waddington just posted a 112.2 into 8th.
That puts him 8th.
And goes in low fuel mode. Fiend is always just not that up, so he's 6 hands down. I think it is, it's low, is the
He's the only driver that hasn't set a lap time yet. Yeah, while we're waiting, while you guys are waiting for the new season to start, why not get yourself hyped up with our excellent merchandise store? I've just posted a link to it in the Twitch chat. We've got a lot of fantastic merch there. We've got stickers, caps, phone cases, shorts, hoodies, and of course shirts and mugs as well.
So it's like post a 1:17.1, so I presume that would be he's on a hot lap now, so
Yeah.
let's just call that lap. So, and Rem is going for another lap, so I will stick with Rem if you stick with It's Low.
Yeah, those are the only two that are on track at the moment.
It makes it very
But
easy.
But as it stands, as far as the drop zone is concerned, it's Fiend, Pelly, Itzlow, Stumpy, and Lopez that are going to be eliminated. Stumpy and Lopez are already out, so then it's just a case of Fiend, Pelly, and Itzlow that will be joining them on the sidelines for the rest of qualifying.
You know, so they've still got 5 minutes to go, so they've got plenty of time to do at least a couple more laps, and Pengo is just out the pits.
It's lower 13.5.
Still needs another second off that though to be really getting in there. Well, needs more than that. To be fair.
Yeah, because they're definitely looking from the times. You're looking at the very least a low 1:12 to guarantee you're going to get through to the next part of qualifying.
And Rem is into the pits, so he does not improve either. But I think I'm pretty sure he'd be safe though, to be fair. And he didn't think he would be as high up as he is as it stands. So.
12.3 should be okay.
So to be honest, I think only 3 people there can actually beat it. So without sounding nasty.
Yeah, we've got Sack, Fiend, Worthy Smile. They're on outlaps. Penku's on a flying lap.
Penko 4 turns up and going into the second sector. So if we get that, he'll be going into the 112.3s.
Potentially getting himself into the top 10. That should comfortably see him through.
So he is one of the ones I expected to be a lot higher up than where he is. So. I think Anderson is also going to need to come out again because he's definitely not going to be safe, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We know, Joe Pelly showed a lot of pace the last few weeks as well, same as It's Low, so. Oh, he nearly lost it.
And Owen Sachs lost it!
Wow. Penko third with 1:11.6, and we have a Red Bull with no wins.
That was.
You got any damage or not? No, we stayed there.
No.
Oh, yeah. No.
No, he's got no damage. Thankfully, he just he managed to avoid making contact with the wall. He just I think he just clipped the curb. Sachs retired from the session. He's happy with his time. Here comes Fiend round the final corner. What's his time going to be? 12.5. That'll be touch and go. And that was worthy of smile. 12.1 puts him 9th. That should see him through.
Must have pointed out that outlap Fiend is Penko safe, so he retires in the pits. Fiend is on a lap in going to the third sector now. Just trying to see if he's up or down. Oh,
he's down by a long ways, and he hasn't got enough ERS either.
So he is probably going to be praying that no one beats that.
Rix is retired as well, so that's him out. And he's at he's actually
the
crashed.
first corner, yeah, turn one.
Another first corner victim.
Yeah, third car.
And Anderson, oh dear. Invalidates the lap, and he's put it into the wall.
Well, I say at the moment he's safe though in 15th. He's just got to hurt Joe Pelly, which is half a second up. So Joe Pelly probably will knock him out.
Oh, that's dangerous. He has.
Anderson is out, and so is it's low unless he can. Oh no, there's for delay in it. There's a delay in the thing, so it's low. Will have enough time to go around. But Anderson is out. So we lose Lopez. Yeah, that's a big shock. There's 2 shocks there though. Anderson and Lopez both going out in Q1. Massive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say it's the fact that both Ferraris are out. And oh, hang on, that it's low. Looks like he's actually retired on track.
Oh.
Can't exactly be doing that.
No, especially not when it's an all-star race where you're supposed to show best drivers in the league. So we have our we have our 15 drivers going to Q2. So we lose Rhetoricus, well, Anderson in 16, Retro Rixie in 17, Itlo in 18, Stumpy in 19, and Lopez in 20th. So both Ferraris going out. Yeah. That's probably saying goodbye to them having any chance of going through, well, really having a chance of winning this championship. This championship is what do we call it, an event, so is it? Or sorry?
Winning the event, yeah. And it's a lucky job I actually caught it on stream as well. So I would imagine there's gonna. I would imagine there's gonna be a couple of sharp words for him after the race. So here we go, let's just recap who's made it through into Q2. We got Ultimate, Ollie, Penku, Beard Boost, Path, CJ, Sack, Pelly, Cyclone, Masterplane, Waddington, Worthy Smile, Erdica, Remixo, and Fiend. And then you've got Anderson, Retro Rixie, Itzlow, Stumpy, and Lopez eliminated. I mean, those that made it. And we weren't kidding when we weren't. I wasn't kidding when I said this one. It was going to be close. It was going to be difficult to separate them. The top 15, as it stands, separated by just over a second.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. X1 drivers last season was saying, oh, it's too easy to get into Q1 and Q2 and to get into Q3, from Q2 to Q3. This is what I want to see now. This will be the interesting part.
Of course, not only seeing who gets through into the top 10 shootout, but what the strategies are going to be like as well.
Yeah, I think if you go one stop, I think it's more than likely going to be medium hard. If they do the two stop, it's probably going to be medium soft. But somebody may have to go to softs to get into Q3, which could upset the balance.
Yeah, and that could more than likely be the X2 or X3 drivers that are part of this race tonight.
And there is a couple of X3 drivers that are X1 quality. I will say that. I mean, you've got Rem, he's the X3 champion. He's in there. You've got we're missing the X2 champion because Jamie can't race today because he's out karting, so he won't be here. But we have the X1 and X3 champions here, so.
Yeah, and of course because Jamie Keats the X2 champion, I would assume he's gonna be in X1 next season. So I would assume that would be the case.
Yeah, so I think so. So we have CGL out on mediums, Sack out on mediums, Cyclone out on softs. That's the surprise. There's some X1 drivers here with the fast ones with the soft tires, so this will be interesting. Cyclone and Erdica on soft. We play Ollie on mediums.
Yeah, we've got Multiplane, Penku, Ultimate, and Worthy Smile on mediums as well. As I was about to say regarding Cyclone, he is one of those drivers that has consistently made it into the top 10 shootout, especially towards the tail end of last season.
But this last season though, this was the track. He crashed in the pits. This was the track where he did that Thursday because he went across the thing and got an incident report for it. But yeah, that's where he hasn't had a good time at Germany, so that'll be interesting. Fiend is also on soft tyres. But this is the track I was hoping it's going to be a mixed conditions because that could make things very interesting. So we might have to hope for that next week.
And it did actually happen. We did end up with mixed conditions in last season's race here.
So I always love when it goes mixed conditions because it spices it up. It makes all the pit stops and strategies so much more important. That can determine who wins races. Oh, there we go. Ultimate with a 1:11.9 on mediums. That's a pretty good time on mediums. That's
11.6 for Cyclone.
But only 0.3 faster than a set of mediums.
So maybe not the smartest decision in the world to go for softs.
You've always got to remember though, Ultimate won the last 3 races, I think, in Extreme. 1, 3 or 4. So he is on form.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a lot of momentum on his side. I actually got told by Matt Anderson over the last couple of weeks on commentary that as far as the X1 Championship is going to be concerned, any one of 6 drivers could win it next season.
It could be more if there's a couple of more drivers in there that I'm not too sure if they're going to turn up. But if they do turn up, then it could be more. So that's it's be very, very interesting. And there's a couple of drivers in there that no one's seen before, so that'll be a bit more interesting as well.
Yeah, and As one driver I've been thoroughly impressed with all season was Ollie, because I've raced against him in X3, and he was a very quick driver, so quick in fact he actually got promoted to X2 mid-season, and then he ends up in X1.
Yeah, he reserved the next one a few races as well. Yeah, he did a bit of a boo-boo when he first joined, but after that, yeah, he hit the ground running, and ever since then he's been flying. But I say because he's joined in with me, Ultimate Sack, and a few other guys. I've got to know Ollie really, really well, and he's one of the nicest guys in the league. So it's great to see him actually get the chance to go to X1 because we know he's good enough, and he's already proven that.
Joe Pelly just came across the line of 13.2.
Guns path for mediums, with CJ just behind him. Path with a 1:12.1 on mediums. CJ, what's CJ going to post?
All the way in the third. That's a very quick lap time from Path.
So I'm pretty sure now Ultimate Path are both safe on their mediums. Slack, I'm not too sure about. Next one champion may have to go out again.
Yeah, it'll be a case of it might be a case of he has to bite the bullet and go for the softs to ensure he gets through into Q3, but it does put him at a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, here comes Ren on so softs. He's going to post a 1:12.3, goes into 5th, which pushes Sack down. So this is the thing though, right? So what happens if Sack's in 10th and Wilder goes and beats him and knocks him out? That's good teamwork, isn't it? That's the Constructors.
Well, it is going to be a huge confidence boost for Waddington, and it'll be the complete polar opposite for Sack.
Yeah. So the last couple of weeks for Wilder have not been very good, so hopefully he feels a lot better and gets better soon. And hopefully he performs and does well here as well. So let's see where he is. He's in the pit still, so...
Yeah.
We have 3 cars and outlaps. Ultimate Flag again.
One of the biggest things regarding Waddington's championship hunt last season was the fact that there were a couple of races where, even though Nilsson wasn't taking part, Waddington couldn't quite take full advantage of Nilsson's absence, because Waddington ended up in a couple of incidents on a number of occasions while Nilsson was away, and as a result couldn't take advantage and wasn't able to score as many points as he would have liked.
I think, to be honest, if Nilsson turned up for all the races, Nilsson would have been champion.
That would have been unquestionable without a doubt.
Right, so while he was on his outlap, so he's just come out the pits. Big boost is invalidated, and so is Ultimate, so there is literally no one actually on a lap. Well, actually, CJ is about to start.
As we say that.
Yeah, he finished second in the championship in X2. He was very unlucky, I think, to say. Had a poor start to the season, which really hurt him. And then Jamie just got so many wins in a row, and it was just uphill battle from there. But they are the Constructors champions from X. No, they're not. I believe they won it, or did Alpha? I better double check that before I say.
Oh, for the
Constructors. It was Alpha. Alfa Romeo of Path, yeah.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo X2 champions. Who was it? The one who was? You said it was.
Jamie won it, and Path comes second actually. So CJ was third in the championship. So Path is the second X2. Basically, Path is the best X2 driver in here, and CJ is the third. Second, sorry.
Yeah, I was actually going to go on to the X3 because I'm pretty sure you said it was Rem that was X3 champion.
Yeah, he nailed that in the Abu Dhabi, the race before France, because France was the final race of the season. Yeah, he won it there. So technically, he won it that last race of the normal season.
Yeah. So who was it that got the Constructors for X3?
It was the Renault team. The Renaults in X2 and 3 did really, really well. pretty confident to say overall table, Renault had like 900, I think it's 800 and something points. So the overall constructors table, Renault won. Overall. I think Ferrari was second. So
I think safe to say that's what we call a very tasty points tally.
definitely yes. The consistency with the X2 and X3 Renaults was just ridiculous, especially X2. I think they got over nearly. I think they got 400 points, or 300 and something. What did they get? Yeah, 410 points the Renault in the X2 got, and second was Ferrari with 434, and first was 460. Was the Alpha. That was the closest constructors battle in the entire league. That one, that constructors in X2 went all the way to the final race of the season.
And those are the sort of battles you love to see. Battles that go all the way to the end.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. I can't wait for basically for next season, next one, because the constructors and the drivers' championship could go absolutely anywhere. Because no one knows what the new game's like. No one knows how good people are going to be.
So of course, so with the game coming out a week on Tuesday for the Schumacher edition and a week on Friday for the standard edition. Well, the standard edition is actually called the 70th anniversary edition because this year marks 70 years since Formula One officially became a sport.
Yeah, so Beard Boost just posts a 1:12.6 on mediums and goes into 8th position. So we want to see who's going to come out on softs. We have a Renault, which I would assume is CJ. Yeah, it is CJ. CJ's out, and so is Ricardo. Worth a smile, I think. Yeah. And they both out on mediums yet. They're both out mediums.
Joe Pelly's coming out on softs.
They're going to all need a low.
Oh, it's Erdica. My mistake.
Erdica. That's a surprise. So pretty sure he's safe. That is a surprise.
I would have thought that as well. You got Master playing out as well. He's on softs. Joe Pelly's coming out of the pits now, so it looks like, I would imagine, Fiend and Waddington are going to follow suit very shortly. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, CJ doesn't... those that are in the drop zone, they don't have to make up that much time. And that's very bold from Waddington.
Oh. That
very bold from Waddington.
CJ Allen's going to beat that. CJ Allen will beat that. If he doesn't invalidate, he's going to beat that time.
He only needs to make up 3/10. And he's 2/10
up. CJ is one of the best drivers in the league. CJ is one of the best drivers in the league, and that is, yeah.
I mean that would be a huge shocker if we have Waddington being knocked out here. He's up again. He might just do it here.
I'll leave a part in the pits as well, so that's what I'm saying. I think Waddo's out. That, I think, is a massive mistake.
And across the line, and there we go,
1:12.5 in 7th, so Waddo is now out of Q2. So he'll, I'll say at best he's going to qualify in 11. We've got two guys here on softs as well, so they could quite easily beat it too.
On Master Plane, he's a long way faster. He's faster, and by some margin as well.
problem is with Master Plan, you never know what you're going to get. This is the thing, he's either really, really fantastic or he does something crazy, and that's crazy. So he just comes from nowhere, he's just like 111.5, that's just, yeah, wow. So, he's safe. Also, what I reply by saying rather start on mediums, well yeah, but so is 3 other drivers, well 4, 5, that are in the top 10, so. The other thing as well is if you can technically go mediums if you have to pit early anyway within like the first or second lap. So you can still go medium. So
Who's at least 6/10s up. He's coming across the line. What's it gonna be? 11. Oh my!
Erica is going to the pits. Joe Pelly is the up.
Beard boost 7/10ths up in the first sector. Are we gonna see both Red Bulls eliminated? The Constructors champions for X1?
Wow. Yeah.
And Beard boost just found another couple of tenths.
Yeah, it's got not invalidate now. That could also mean is both Williams into Q3.
Comes round the final corner. And
He's
what happened there?
no.
Oh no!
No, he's done that on purpose, I think. He's done that to only qualify on the mediums yet, so he's not done it. So he's out. I have no idea. But he obviously thinks starting on mediums is better than starting on softs. It is, unless you get damage on the first corner.
Yeah, that is always a possibility.
That's the problem. Yeah.
We've seen that happen so many times.
Yeah, the thing is here, a lot of people are going to go for the two-stopper anyway. And technically, you can pit on the first lap and just go soft to the end. Medium to the end. So, people saying starting mediums is better than softs. I don't know. I pretty much disagree, to be fair.
Yeah. So anyway, the top 10 that are going to be going into the shootout, you've got Master Plane, Penku, Cyclone on softs, Ultimate Path on mediums, Erdika and Rem on softs, Ollie, CJ and Sack. Sack very lucky to make it through on mediums. Then you've got Beard Boost, Fiend, Waddington, Worthy Smile and Joe Pelly out of qualifying.
Yeah, and I reckon you might be seeing a 110 here now. I reckon a 110's coming. I know at least 4 drivers are going to hit that 110, and I reckon we'll be seeing it.
Yeah. Because Sack is very lucky to have made it through into the top 10 shootout.
River Williams coming out first, which will be Cyclone. Oh, we got Williams and Alpha, and I think that was a Mercedes of Ultimate. Yes, it is. So we got Cyclone Path and Ultimate of the first 3 cars out. CJ is behind them, and Penko is behind them, and the Red Bull of Sack is coming out too. Although the only ones that aren't coming out is Rem, Master Plane, and Erdika, I think. Everyone else is out on track.
Yep. So who do we think is going to get pole?
I'm Ultimate. I've actually got Ultimate have the pole and the win. His form the last 4 or 5 races in Extreme 1 is just, yeah, ridiculous. It's just absolutely crazy. I also know it's Pat's favourite, Zach's favourite track as well. And he's also part German too, so he loves his track.
Ah, interesting. So it looks like I've managed to get to the bottom of why Beard Boost did what he did at the end of Q2, so that Beard Boost can start on mediums,
Yeah,
or a fresh set of softs.
I thought it would be. So I can understand it. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, we've had it before. People have done it. I was just surprised that he
Yeah,
did it.
that he just decided to abort the lap right on the last corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you did that, what I would have done was just invalidate the lap, and people wouldn't have really seen it too much. But it is to say it is what it is. It's the same thing I do on time trial, not to post my time. So
Yeah, because
Cyclone
I
111.2.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think we are definitely going to see 110s here.
yeah, there you go.
As I say that, as I say that, 110.8. How's about that?
Yeah. CJ with a 111.7. Hengo with a 112.0. We got Zach coming in. X1 World Champion is in third with a 111.5.
So yeah, what's going to be happening as far as getting ready for the new season? What's going to be happening as far as getting ready for the new season is concerned on the YouTube side of things, because we've only got the Season 2 races from the XRL up on our YouTube channel right now. Our Season 1 races are actually elsewhere. So what's going to be happening is we're going to be getting those classic XRL races up onto our XRL YouTube channel to keep you guys entertained until Season 3 gets underway.
Yeah, definitely. I say we got a lot of new things coming in as well for Extreme as well. We got some rule changes as well, so people have to keep an eye out and read the new rule book when it will be released. It should be this next couple of weeks or so.
Yeah. I was actually speaking to Lopez about that over the last few weeks, and he stated that the rules might be announced as early as the XRL Awards next week.
Yeah, so all the new rule changes have already been confirmed. They were confirmed about 3 or 4 weeks ago when we did them, so they are all set. It's just we have to get we need to do the rule book before we announce it, otherwise it just isn't right. So once that's done, we can announce it. We're also going to have release some sort of guide to show people what racing qualifying bans are actually for, so people will know what, say, if you've done something on track, and they'll actually know if it's going to be a race ban or a qualifying ban for certain punishments. So
yeah, that'll be interesting, doing a video guide for those rule changes.
You know, so most of them are just basically the proper F1 rules. It's just there's like one with the weaving, people weaving around when they're within a second of someone. It's illegal. You all know it. So why you do it, I don't know.
Yeah. Basic track etiquette, essentially.
Yeah, I say it's just simple stuff like that. I mean, it's just common sense. If you watch F1 and you race F1, you know you can't weave when you're like next to somebody. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So you will be getting bigger penalties for it.
As I talking of incidents like that, they actually, the F1 team, they actually did their last F1 rewind before the new season gets underway next week, where I'll say the biggest talking point was the incident between Verstappen and Leclerc. I mean, What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that was a racing incident, or do you think there should have been a penalty?
The problem is when you do incidents and stuff. I mean, it's hard to call because you don't really want to say stuff, especially when you're like live on stream or stuff like that. When incidents should be penalties and when not, because really it's up to the stewards to decide that. And if we say something like that, say an incident's happened, and then we think, oh, is that their fault? The viewers will see that, and the racers will see that, and then they instantly think that should be more of a penalty or that's their fault. When if you have both sides of the view, sometimes it's not always just clear cut who's at fault. So it's a hard thing to say because you can't always blame somebody for an incident. That's why we have like 12 stewards, and we have 3 or 4 people now doing the appeals that are separate from the stewards. To separate up to make it more fair. We're trying to make the league more consistent, more fairer to everybody. It's not just the thing, because we've had a few people complain about it. We had 1 or 2 people complain, and last season we had 4 or 5, so we're getting better. We just need to keep working on and making it more consistent and making it more clearer to the drivers what punishments people get for certain stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying regarding the incident between Verstappen and Leclerc, how would you have called that one? If you were one of the stewards, what would you have put it down as?
Personally, I think I think it's more Leclerc's fault, to be fair, because he does seem to. If you watch him with some of the stuff he's done with Vettel and stuff like that, he does seem very aggressive. But then he's a youngster, so he's a kid. That's the problem. They're the young drivers, so they want to win. That's what they're brought to. That's what all racers want to do. So when they're young, they have no fear either.
Yeah.
So Ryan, is he the only X3 in here? I think he is. Yeah, and he's into 8th.
So 12.0.
X3 champion, actually representing X3 pretty good, to be fair. I bet he's happy with that, to be fair.
Yeah, he'll be happy that he's in the top 10, mixing it up with the big boys.
Yeah, it's my teammate next season. That'd be interesting. I get carried by the X3 World Champion.
That's definitely going to be fun. I was saying, and you mentioned earlier regarding you actually mentioned earlier regarding setups, and it's because of those the setups that you had, especially when it was especially when I was racing in X3 at the beginning of last season. I was delivering good, strong results for the first few races.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If you can, this is what hurts a lot of these like lower league drivers and X3. And no offense to them, it's just some of them do not know how to do exactly set their cars up. I mean,
yeah,
and
I'm one of those drivers. I'm hopeless at trying to get setups done by myself. So that's why I've relied. That's why for when I was racing elsewhere, I relied on my manager's help to get the setup right.
Ryan just retired in the pits. But yeah, this is the thing though. I mean, a lot of these X1 drivers are willing to help. All people need to do is ask them. A lot of them, like Ultimate, me, and Ollie, and all that. We always race together. We always work on setups every single day, and mostly every day. And we will be for when a new game comes out. So if you want to learn setups, you want to practice and stuff, I will be streaming the practices when a new game comes out on our Twitch channel, so people can see some of the setups and some of the stuff that we're trying to do, just to learn the tracks. That's what we do. It's all about consistency and setting your cars up right. If you don't set your cars up right, then you ain't gonna perform. Oh, and Nego Sack, and I think he's still alive, but he is out of Q3, so that he's gonna qualify in 5th at the best.
At the very best, yeah. I think he's lost. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Just he caught the gravel on the left and just went. I'm surprised.
I've done that once.
To be fair.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice before as well. Because he's actually he's lucky to have avoided the damage that He's lucky to have avoided any major damage. He's only lost an end plate.
Yeah, so the path to the 111.1, so still not a 110. I thought it would be another 110 to be fair. So it looks like he's going to have pole. CJ just posted 111.3, goes into 5th. We also have we've lost, Penko's gone in Sector 2 on the entrance of Sector 3. How did he lose it there?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my head around that. How in the world did he?
Oh, I know what he's done. He's gone too wide in that corner at the wall.
So easy to do on this track, especially when you've got so much runoff area.
Yeah. Oh,
11-2 for Ollie, puts him 4th.
They just, I think did Master Plan just toe path?
Well, they're both
we haven't seen that. We haven't seen that yet.
I'll say they're both teammates, so
no, paths in the pits, so maybe not then. No, they're both on the pits.
So does Master Plane.
Yeah, so I think that is it.
Yep.
Huh?
So that's it. Ultimate on pole again.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling it would do, but I also, no offence, I also thought Sack would be second, but he wasn't. So I think Sack's gonna have a nice, interesting race there with middle of the pack. So he's gonna have to do a lot of fighting to come through that.
I mean, I know I know season 3 hasn't even started yet, but you've got to think with the form that Ultimate is on, you got to think he is easily the hot favourite to win the title next season.
So I would say that. I also would say maybe Sack as well. This will be the interesting part. I think it'll be out of him and Sack mainly, but we just don't know how. Like, what's Path gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, so he could really mess things up. So that'll be very interesting. Very. So if Ollie can get more consistent as well, Ollie could be up there. He just needs to get a bit more consistency on some of the tracks he's not as strong on, and I think he'll be up there too.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to mention towards the tail end of qualifying there that one of the things I'm looking to do for next season, if I do manage to get racing again, is looking to drive without as many assists as I normally do, like especially driving without any traction control. That's probably going to be the biggest challenge for me.
Yeah, I'd say just get so that's the thing. It takes time to do it, and it builds confidence. That's what it is, and just people take the game too seriously sometimes. Sometimes you just got to remember it's a game, and at the end of the day, if things happen to you, then it happens to you. Then just turn the Xbox off and then done. That's it. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's not like it's like a real F1 job where you actually, if you crashed it, you have literally just blown any chance of winning anything. It's at the end of the day, it's a game, and we all race it for fun because we all enjoy racing as in a league that's competitive as well as friendly in that lot. So, right, we also have the lineup for the All-Star race, which is the 5th of July at 5 p.m. next week, followed by the award ceremony, which is I think is 8 o'clock. So as it stands, we have the Mercedes team will be XRL Ollie with XRL Anderson. Ferrari will be Classic with Retro Rixie. Red Bull will be Path and Nilsson. Renault will be Cyclone and Stumpy. Haas will be Jamie Keats with Kenzak. McLaren will be Sack with Master Plane. Racing Points will be Wado with CJ Allen. Toro Rosso will be XRL Snake with Beard Boost. Alfa Romeo will be Maverick with XRL Rem. Williams will be Ultimate and XRL Jono. That is the All-Star race, which is the best top 20 drivers in the entire league on championship points. The 5 reserves for the race will be Itzlo, Penko, Joe Pelly, ES Fiend, and Whippy. And that is 5 p.m. on Sunday, on the 5th of July, which will be the All-Star race, which will actually be the pinnacle of our league as well. So I will just post that into the chats for you.
Joining the X.
Your mic is playing up, Kenzie. Unplug it back in, please. Oh, we've lost. Well, no, don't say we've done that. I think we just lost somebody.
I think that was Waddington.
Yeah, I think it was. So it's probably. Oh, we've also lost someone else. We've lost. Who was in there then? We're missing someone. Caesar's gone as well.
I think we might be seeing a lobby restart.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Just as I was about to go through the grid as well.
Right, we have to do a lobby restart, so we will have to, if I can actually get out of here. The joys of Codemasters makes you love racing on F1.
Yeah. Especially when.
What's the betting they don't fix it?
That wouldn't surprise me.
The only thing that would surprise me with Codemasters is if they actually got something right. Knowing our luck, we'll end up playing F1 with 3 wheels. So, which one's it on there? Yep. Right. Now I've got to go hunting for everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be fun.
Well, I know it's a clear race, so we'll just have it clear because I know it was dry, so we'll do that. And I've now got to upload that to my phone. Right, I'll leave that to get them in, so I'll have to do that. Right.
And of course, for those in the top 10, we're going to need to make sure that they start on the tyres that they qualified on.
I've got the screenshots of the grid, so I know exactly what tyres people were on. We've just got to go and grab people and get them in. Is Lopez in? No. Oh, no spectating.
Right, we've got both Mercedes, both Ferrari, Red Bulls.
We're missing Bossman. Where is he?
We're missing Stumpy for the Ferraris.
Stumpy's in. Lopez is in. So now I can start doing it because I'll go from bottom to top.
CJ for Williams. Renault.
Right. Yeah, so Lopez. We're missing 3 people. So right. Is it all updated yet? Why is that one not downloading yet? That's why. Right, so Ultimate was on. So we have Ultimate on pole, which we know path for second one. So path was second. Is path in here? No. We are missing path.
CJ. I think some of them are actually restarting their Xboxes.
Right, okay. I blame Caesar. He was the first one to get booted. Okay, so Pav is in second. Finally, I can finally put him in there now. Right, Cyclone was third. Oh, why is it the front 3 or 4 of the ones that are not here? So we're missing Cyclone. Always in, so he goes down. CJ's in. Can you just let me know when Cyclone gets in, please?
Will do.
Master Plane. DJ Sack is behind Master Plane. Etiquette. Behind Sack. Then Ram. Panko Beer Boost. Yes, Fiend. Panko Beer Boost, yes, Fiend. Then Watto. And then Worth a Smile.
Yeah, it's just a Williams we're missing now.
Yeah, we're just missing Cyclone. I really don't. I know Cyclone is in third, so we'll double check it once I've got the rest of it in place. Right, so we got Ricardo's in. Ricardo's in 14th, so probably, yeah, Chipotle there. Anderson in 16th. Richard Rixey 16. 17. So 18. Stumpy in 19. Lopez back to the field. We're just waiting for Cyclone. So the Cyclone comes in, I can put him into third, and we should be ready to go. I will just double check. So first we have Ultimate, second is Path, Ollie, Cyclone in third, Ollie 4.
That's him in.
CJ. Oh, he's here now, is he? Right, that's handy because I can just put him on and I've got to run through properly. Right, so he's in third.
Yeah,
right.
He's selected his car, we're ready to
Ultimate,
go.
Yeah, so Ultimate first, Path second, Cyclone third, Ollie 4th, CJ 5th, Masterplane 6th, Sack 7, Erdica 8, Rem 9, 10th is Penko. 11 is Beer Boost. 12 is ES Fiend. 13 is Waddington. 14 is Worth a Smile. Just getting the clip up now a second. I think Joe Pelly's in 15, yeah. Joe Pelly's 15. Anderson 16. Richard Rixey in 17. Itzlo 18. Stumpy 19. And Lopez in 20th. So we should be ready to go. Right, and I will just tell you now what tyres people should be on. So, make sure everybody has their setups on. We have Ultimate should be on mediums, Path on medium, Cyclone on soft, Ollie on mediums, CJ on mediums, Master Plane on soft, Thack on mediums, and Erdika, Rem and Penko are all on soft. So now we had that fun out the way, because obviously Codemasters was going to screw us a few more times before we go to new games, so we'll see. Someone's... Yeah, there you go.
Well, I think it's safe to say that's just saved me going through the grid.
Yeah, I had to run through them to make sure they were properly in order, because I didn't want to make any mistakes.
Mercedes are not the only team with notable records here at Germany, though. Ferrari has dominated the German GP with a total of 22 wins from as far back as 1950. After a 9-year absence, the French GP made a World Cup return in 2018. The last time fans witnessed GP on French soil was back in 2008, when Felipe Massa took the podium in his Ferrari at Magny-Cours. Hamilton will be looking to secure yet another championship this season, continuing his dominance of the V6 era. A very warm welcome to you all today. We have plenty of entertainment planned, from our track parade to several hours of action-packed racing from the pinnacle of motorsport.
So here we go, everyone's starting to ready up now. You guys know what time it is.
This is where I get a new hearing aid.
He knows my commentary style at the start.
Yeah. So you know, it's one of the best times to listen to you. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I have tried my best to.
Oh mate, don't worry. It's brilliant.
I have tried my
Don't
best
let
to
people
tone it down as
criticise
much.
it. That's what we would love to see, mate. So don't worry.
Yeah, but
What you want.
I think I have had a lot of praise for the commentary, mainly because of the passion I've been able to deliver when I'm in the commentary box. Sky Sports, where's my contract? And we've already got a couple of predictions for the race results. Turbo saying Sack for the win, but going for a good fight between Ollie, Ultimate, and Waddington. That could be a tasty battle if that does come to fruition.
Definitely. I think the fight will be between Ultimate Path and maybe Sack. The Sack's gonna have to try and get through the field. That is gonna be.
He's going to need to pull something out. He's going to need to pull something special out of the bag here to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Well, it's gonna just have to try and not get caught in any major incidents, because that's the problem with being in the middle of the pack is that sort of thing.
That is true. I say it's interesting that we've got Anderson and Itzlow, the only two that are starting on the hard tyres. Looks like they might be going for a one-stopper here.
It is possible, but the issue is, will they lose more time doing that than what they would if they did the one stop? Two stops, sorry. So it'll be interesting. If you're good at using hard tyres, then go for it, and you're back of the grid, so you've got nothing to lose.
Absolutely, nothing to lose and potentially a lot to gain.
The thing is, though, they need to stay out of damage. They don't want damage on hards, otherwise it just ruins everything.
It is. It's race time in Germany! The lights went out, but everyone just sat there. But nevertheless, Ultimate, good start from him. Look
And
like
very well,
out.
fair play, boys. That is brilliant. There's nothing. That is absolutely fantastic. Great start to the race.
Yeah,
we have lost one person, Anderson.
As we say that.
I don't know. I mean,
No
four
damage,
cars want to go around the same corner is always going to be a problem. But we all know a safety car can change everything.
Sachs lost a lot of places off the start. Not what he would have wanted, but we've got Marty playing right on the back of Beard Boost. It's low. He's lost it. He's lost it through the stadium sec. He's lost it heading towards the end of sector 2, and
he's gone again.
And he's lost. He's cooked his tyres and he's lost both end plates. Not the start you want to be having, but nevertheless, Ultimate leads, Path second, Cyclone third, CJ fourth, Ollie fifth, Beard Boost sixth, Master Plane seventh, Penku eighth, Rem ninth, and Waddington rounds up your top 10.
And he's already got a second lead on Path already.
So let's have a look at the winners and losers off the start. Beard Boost got 5 places, Lopez got 5, Sack lost 5. And that's the biggest loser off the start. Itzlow into the pits, a front wing change, no surprise there.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, at the moment, it doesn't matter how many you've dropped or you gained. Is anything going to happen with the safety cars? There's still 32 laps of the race yet to go.
Absolutely.
The front three, though, stay the same, so that was actually a surprise, though. I was expecting Ollie or Cyclone to go up. But I think, so Ollie's worst part of Ollie's game is his starts are so slow compared to some of the faster guys, but really, really hurts him.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's essentially the polar opposite a great start to the race, and then it just all falls apart.
The thing is, though, a lot of people like make a mistake and then they keep thinking about the mistake and make multiple mistakes.
Right,
That's the issue. When you make a mistake, you just got. It's the issue of letting incidents and stuff go.
Just
Or
gotta
rhetorically if it's in time penalty.
Just got to knuckle down and stay focused.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just you have to let things go in your head. Otherwise, if you keep thinking about something, it's going to irritate you and irritate you and irritate you.
Yep.
The more it does, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great fight here for 7th place.
Yeah, Beard Boost with the DRS, man.
5th place, sorry.
Beard Boost with the DRS manages to get past Dolly with relative ease. Master Plane's behind, and we've got. I mean, look at this. We've got like a 5-6 car train. Beard Boost, Ollie, Master Plane, Penku, and Waddington, all vying for that 5th spot.
Yeah, and then you've got another train behind Sack with Rem and Erdika there as well. So we've got a Beard train and a Sack train.
Yeah.
And Beard is also underfueled his car. That's another thing to look for.
Now that
Be interesting to see.
That is a very bold strategy for him.
There's only really one sector you can fuel save around here, so that's yeah.
Yeah.
Nighttime intervals. This is where it's going to change now. Beard should be a sitting duck for Ollie. And Master Plane is just behind him, so this could be a DRS train, and Beard could be at the end of all of this. You're not going to get him though, I don't think.
No, he doesn't. Ollie gets past Master Plane, though.
Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. So Ollie into 6th. Oh no, Ollie stays in 6th, doesn't he? But giving Beard Bruce a bit of a break now, he's 9/10 clear. Problem is though, for like Master Plane and Penko and Rem and Erdika, they do not want to stay in traffic with them soft tyres. They need to really get past people that are in front of them.
Absolutely.
As quick as they can. Penko all over the back of Master Plane, once an attempt behind. Close is Bell on track, Beard Boost, 3-second time penalty, so has Ollie got one as well. That first corner.
Very easy to pick up a time penalty there.
So Anderson as well, so Penko all over the back of Master Plane should have him. Definitely should have him. And yeah, I think it's pretty routine to be fair. Oh, I don't know. Master Plane's fighting.
Yeah, he had the inside. Master Plane had the inside line.
Yeah, but I think he's got to give this one up though. Yeah, he has. So, oh, Retro Rixie. Where's Retro Rixie? I was just going to cargo around. Oh no, there he is.
Yeah, that was at the hairpin there. He's lucky to avoid any damage.
Oh, Lopez, 3-second time penalty. He's now in the train with Sack. Has Sack got any damage or anything though? Because I don't see. Oh no, he's pulling away now from Rems, but. I just want to say though, because I'm actually surprised he's that far back. He has gained 2 places though. Was back in 12th, swapping places. Path, 3-second time penalty. Oh, Master Plane as well. So we've got both Red Bulls in 9 and 10. As it stands, the champions would be, I think it would be the Mercedes, because Ollie and Ultimate are in 1st and 6th. But the Williams are in 3rd and 5th. So, as it stands...
25 and 8, 33, 15 and 10, 25. Yeah, it would be Mercedes.
Well, I say it'd be awfully close though, because we've got Cyclone and Beard can quite easily pull that back. But Cyclone will have to pit in the next couple of laps. Well, probably in the next lap or so, the softs will start to be going off. They don't last very long here. Between 6 and 8 laps, depending on how you look after your tyres with your Geo suspension. So, going to be very interesting. Orwello has passed Master Plane and now into 8th position. So the Red Bulls are on a charge.
Yeah, Master playing first of the drivers into the pits, and got Rem into the pits as well.
So we have Ollie and Beard are just going around saying hi to everybody. They're just within a second of each other, and Ollie just cannot pass Beard boost, and Anderson with another 3-second penalty. Another one.
Ollie trying to go around the outside of the hairpin.
Is he going to get him? I don't think he's going to. He's going to have to relieve that. He can't get it.
Not quite. Not quite. Don't count your chickens yet.
Oh.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Well played there between the two of them.
Fiend or Stumpy?
Very well
Fiend
played
past
there.
Stumpy into 13. Alright.
That's fine. I say very well played there between Beard Boost and Ollie. Gave each other plenty of space, wheel to wheel, side by side. But at the end of the day, he just had. At the end of the day, Beard Boost just had more acceleration out of the corner. Cyclone into the pits now.
Yeah. So the fight for the Constructors Championship here with the Constructors All-Star race is now in the pits. The first one. So Williams, the first one's either going to get the undercut though on. Is he going to get the undercut on CJ and half? We won't know until about 3 or 4, well, probably about 7 or 8 laps time when the mediums go in, but Retro Rixie with a 3-second time penalty. Master Plane's also, yeah, it's just come out of the pits, and Penko's in the pits, and so is Erdika. Penko is now in P15, and Erdika is in P18. So all the soft runners are now in the pits and out on mediums. Oh, Stumpy on Fiend into 10th position. DRS again.
Stumpy's just carving his way through the field at this point.
So yeah, at the beginning of the season, in X3, he was doing really well, and he just dropped off near the end of the season. And a few mistakes and a few DNFs, and that was all it wrote. And he also qualified in P19, so P10. After 9 laps, if he can keep it going, he could be on for a top 10 finish.
Absolutely. We're almost a third of the way through the race already.
Oh, he's gone awfully wide there and giving it away to Cyclone. Cyclone's into 10th position. He could also be a sitting duck on the inside on Fiend. And Fiend now into... He's got DRS though, so...
He does.
He should be getting in now.
Oh no, it's Stumpy that's got... Oh, they've both got DRS.
They both have. Look at the free car fight behind them.
Well, that's just spiced things up a little bit.
You wait till next week when we actually got all of them in. We've still got Maverick and a few others to come in this one.
Oh, almost contact there.
So as it's been seen so far, I've only seen a couple of incidents. Nothing like really, really bad. I mean, we had a retiring on track, which is very naughty, but that's not the biggest incident. Apart from that, I don't actually know what happened to Anderson as such. We've all got somebody going around.
Oh, it's
Penko, I think. Yeah. Has he got any damage? Can't see. Path with a 3-second time penalty in second, so that's going to make a massive difference. He must have, and he has.
He's lost an end plate.
No, he hasn't.
He's lost an
Didn't
end
look
plate.
like it. I can't see. I'm going blind.
I'm pretty sure he's lost an end plate.
There's a wing out, yeah. There's a wing there, so yeah.
Yeah, he's lost an end plate.
Yeah. Oh, so Fiend is dropping places now, though, because he just dropped it to Retro Rixie. Stumpy's just lost another position to Master Plane. So the big guys that have made their pit stops and that are on fresh tyres are actually, definitely getting the advantage out of them. Fastest lap of the race so far is a 1:14.9, and that fastest lap outside the top 10, those 2 points, well, it's 2 points for the next 2 races, and it'll be down to 1 point next season. So it does actually count for this though, so it could make a difference. Its fastest lap outside the top 10 is a 1:15.2 by Master Plane in 11th. So that can make a massive difference if Path wins a race and he stays there. Let's see who's done their pit stops. We've people that have done pit stops. We've got Cyclone. Oh, Fiends in the pits. That's the first person on medium tyres in the pits, isn't it?
I would imagine so.
Oh, Penko's been in as well. So Penko's been in as well as the second stop. I think he's the first one in, so we've got Itzlo's in the pits, Penko's been in twice, Worth of Smile's been in, Fiend's been in, Erika's been in, and Rem has been in. Rem's also just passed Anderson with DRS, I believe. There's a massive fight yet, there's a big fight here with 4 cars. Anderson loses 2 places to Rem and Erika. Them new, fresh mediums are definitely getting the advantage. Oh, you can see it out of the corner, yeah. So, Master Plane and Cyclone have also pitted. Everyone else in the top 9 have not yet pitted. Stumpy in 12, Retrorixie in 13, and Anderson in 16 are yet to pit. But Anderson and Rickard will probably not pit again, and I don't think Fiend will now either, because Fiend's just gone onto the hard tyres.
And we're on to lap 12 now. Ultimate still in the lead.
Yeah, we still say Path has penalties though, but well, has a penalty, but it's not a big lead though, because it only takes 1 mistake. It's only 2 seconds, and 2 seconds can disappear very, very fast. Cyclone on Pelly. Cyclone's into 9th yet. Pelly doesn't fight it. So Cyclone's into 9th. So Lopez though from 20th to 8th position. The biggest gainer so far, Erika on Rem, another one with DRS, I believe. Yep, it is DRS. So Erika into P14. Fight is closest battle on track so far is still the Beer Boost and Ollie in 4th and 5th position.
I think Ollie...
Medium runners are still yet to pit.
I think Ollie at this point is probably thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get past the widest Williams in the world?
I think he's got him. I think he's got him.
He's going to have the inside line this time.
He's got him. Yeah, he has. So Ollie finally passed the Beer Boost into 4th position. Rem has a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see now how much time Ollie gets out of this, because how much time he lost to behind Beer Boost.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if he was quicker.
He'll be breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, and Penko in P18 is set the fast lap of the race with a 1:14.7, I believe. Yes, 1:14.755. Oh, there's a lot of grass there by Ollie though. And Beer Boost in the pits. Chris is in the pits. That's the second medium runner though, so he's definitely going to be doing a 2-stopper.
Yeah, so let's see. So I'm just having a look at the
Interesting to see. I just want to make sure. Yeah, he's got a mediums.
Yeah, so I'm just having a look at the fastest laps right now, and it looks like we've only got 2 drivers that have made it into the 1:14s today. Ultimate in the lead, and Penku.
Yeah, and they're both set on mediums, not on softs. The fastest lap of the races are set on medium tyres. Because the softs don't last very long. Erika, 3-second time penalty. Oh, sack all over the back of Wado. This will be interesting. Team orders.
Oh, yeah, but of course, we've got to bear in mind in the XRL.
They should work together.
But of course, in the XRL, there are no team orders. Everything's equal performance.
Well, no, the thing is, though, they should be able to work together. They'll keep giving each other DRS to build up to get faster. So it will be interesting to see if these guys stick together. But personally, I think Sak is a bit quicker than Wado right now. So
Yeah, he definitely demonstrated that towards the tail end of the season.
yeah.
In parts in the
I
pits.
think I just seen. Is he gonna go to mediums? Let me have a look. I want to see if he goes softs or mediums. He's going hard, so he's going to the end. He's only doing a one-stop. Half is doing a one-stop. So that'll be interesting though, because we did just see Anderson
yellow
get
flag
an
sector 3.
absolutely.
It's Joe Pelli.
It's a Toro Rosso, Joe Pelli.
Yeah, Toro Rosso had
At least the pits are there though.
Toro Rosso had a nightmare X1 campaign. They finished bottom of the table.
I'd say, I mean, it's just bad luck, and I'd say there's a few drivers like this season that had a pretty poor run of form, but I say it all happens to everybody. He's also another one going on to hard, so he's going to the end of the race. It was also actually probably his pit stop window as well, so he may have just crashed trying to enter the pits, because that pit entrance is a bit awkward.
Yeah, Sak did
But
get past Waddington.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd fight, because I think Sak is quicker. To be honest, it's lower than with another 3-second time penalty.
Race leaders
The
in.
interesting thing will be, oh, there we go. So is he going to go mediums to hard?
It's a hard.
He's going
It's
to
a
hard
one-stop.
as well.
It's a one-stopper.
So I don't know about this, because when Anderson just now went up against fresh mediums, they pulled away a second a lap on him. And 2 cars passed him on DRS straight. This will be interesting.
Absolutely. Sak's gone for hards as well. What's Lopez going to do? Hards as well.
If everyone goes on to hard, it won't matter. But I know Beard Boost hasn't, so he's going to be pitting again.
Stumpy on
So
hards
we know
as well.
Master Plane's going to be as well. So we know that Cyclone, Master Plane, and Beer Boost have all got a pit again. It's just whether they can pull enough a gap for a pit stop. And how fresh those softs are. Don't forget, they're going to be on soft, more than likely.
That is true, because pit stop wise, as far as how long it takes to make a pit stop here, you're looking at about 19 seconds to make a pit stop here.
Yeah, I think with entering the pits as well, I think it's 26 or 27 with the pit itself. Anderson 3-second time penalty. I think that's 9 seconds he has now. Oh, Wallo's in the pits. So Wallo's in the pits. Ollie's in the pits. CJ's in the pits. CJ's gone to hard. Ollie's gone to hard. So they're all going for a one-stop.
What's Waddington going to do? He goes for hards as well.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Sak down the straight. And the undercut works for Sak.
I think Sak's in the same position he was when he went in the pits, so I don't think there's any difference there. It's just all now. I can see Beard Boost winning this. It's whether he can pull enough away.
That is true. Everyone.
Because what could it say now if all these guys on hard tyres? Safety car comes out, they're in trouble.
Absolutely.
Joe Pelli's just been passed by Penko into P16. It's all the overtakes are happening on the DRS straight.
Yeah,
in
the DRS
sector
straight
two.
Down towards the hairpin.
Yeah. This is weird. Look at the bottom of the table. There's like 1918 McLarens, 1615 Haas, 1413 Ferrari, 1110 Racing Point, 9-8
Red Bull. Practically a Noah's
That
Ark
is
formation
absolutely
at the moment.
crazy. Yeah.
Erdica comes in.
Well, that's his second pit stop, isn't it?
I believe so.
I think it is.
Yeah, it
Going
will
to
be.
another set of mediums. Yeah, another set of mediums. a new wing, I think. Just trying to see. Where is he?
I think the biggest beneficiary.
Yeah, he has.
I think the biggest beneficiary from these stops is Anderson, because he's the only one that hasn't pitted yet.
The problem is, Anderson needs a pit. He needs a safety car. If a safety car comes out now, it's perfect for Anderson to go straight in the pits, come back out again. For the mediums, because the mediums now will go to the end. They go 15 laps. They will now go to the end. So Edeka is going to the end. So we know that, and all the hard pliers people are on are going to the end, apart from Anderson. Anderson still has to pit. No, Rafi doesn't need to, but the point is, though, he's going to lose more time on the hards than he will on a fresh set of mediums.
And as we say
That's
that,
the
Anderson
difference.
does come in.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing I would have done. Because you'll lose too much time on about 50% warm hards than you would do
Yeah.
on some mediums, especially when the mediums go that far easily.
Yeah, he's gone for the mediums.
Yeah. How's that not a corner cut, Mr. Edeka? Right, so Edeka on a fresh set of mediums against an old set of hard with Rickard. Stay patient, you've got DRS now, so you should have Impenko into P30 in front of his teammate of Fiend. Yeah, the hards are getting absolutely annihilated down the straight. Well, we also have now the Williams in 4th and 5th together. CJ has now passed Cyclone into
Once he gets past
3rd
Zach.
position. Ooh. They're going to Joe play the 3-second time penalty. They should be able to keep giving each other
No, hang on a second.
DRS.
For a split second there, I thought, hang on, did Oscar just lose the lead there? But it's actually Path that's still leading at the moment.
How did... But there must have been... Altman's made a mistake. There's 5 seconds. He's dropped 5 seconds.
Yeah, he must have lost the lead somewhere.
Well, as it stands, then Williams will win it. As it stands, Williams will win the Constructors All-Star race. I think.
Right,
This is where it all gets complicated. Mathematics.
right, let's see. 18 and 8. 26.
It's 26. Yeah.
12 and 10, 22. No, actually, Mercedes will still get it.
Oh, they're still good.
Retro Ricks is
Retro
out.
Ricks is gone. Retro Ricks is gone. Sector 3. He is off track though, so it shouldn't bring out a safety car. It'll bring out a virtual.
Oh, virtual safety car.
Yeah, it's not on track. It's off track, so he should be there. He's over there in the barrier. He's yeah. He's on the corner just before Vettel said hello to the crowd.
Not in the way you would have wanted, though.
Oh, that's a damn sure. DRS isn't able, so we go back to racing, and CJ is half a second on Ultimate, so again a couple of tenths there on the virtual.
Cyclone comes into the pits.
CJ could have Ultimate with DRS on the straight, 3-second time penalty to its low, so I think that's about 9 or 12 seconds of time penalty he has now.
Yeah, the
Cyclone
penalties,
doing his last pit stop.
the penalties are definitely going to be very interesting at the end of the race.
You've got to remember though, Path does have a 3-second time penalty.
But even at that, he'll still keep the lead because his gap between him and Ultimate is 4.4.
But he's just dropped a second in that last lap to Ultimate. Stumpy with a 3-second time penalty in P12. Just watching the lap times. Anderson with a 3-second time penalty. He's up to 12 now. Doesn't normally get a lot of penalties, Anderson, but he's getting a few today. Whoa, and there goes CJ. He's at the grass, and now he's at, and there goes Ultimate. He's going to go now. So CJ's just dropped a 1.5 seconds theme with a time penalty, and someone else is behind him lapped as well. So it's in front of him. So I presume that would be Remsco, because Remisco must have got it at the same time. Oh, Stumpy.
Ultimate new fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, gain another 3/10 on that path. Now down to 4.1 seconds. Wado and Sack, we're using DRS again yet.
And through Sack goes with ease.
Yeah, Rem on Stumpy in 13 and 12. On the outside, it could be a 3-second time penalty. Is Stumpy going to stay on the inside? No, Stumpy. Ooh, you ain't going to get through there. And so Rem into 12th position. Ultimate 3-second time penalty, that's massive.
That could be a game changer.
That is a big one. Yeah, let's have a look and see if how close Pav is to another penalty. Oh, Pav has 2 penalties. I didn't see him get a second one, so he has 6 seconds of penalties. And right, and he's one more warning away from getting another penalty. Ultimate has just received a penalty there. Oh no, Ultimate's got 2 penalties as well, so they've both got 6 seconds of penalties.
And that'll put CJ...
Oh, Penko. What's the connection?
CJ will be in prime position to take the win.
If he can stay there, that's for damn sure. Let's go and have a look at what CJ's got. CJ's got 2 warnings. No, he has a penalty. He has a 3-second time penalty, so does Beard Boost. Beard Boost is 1 penalty. He's got 1 penalty and 1 warning away from another penalty. And Ollie is 1 more warning away from another penalty. He's also got 1 as well. So everyone in the top 5 has a penalty. And Wado has a warning. So if Wado can get within 6 seconds of a couple of guys here, he could quite easily gain a few places.
Which could help Red Bull win the Constructors All-Star event.
Yeah. I don't think Sack has any penalties either. No, Sack has 2 warnings, so it would be another warning and then a penalty, because his warning was like 7 laps ago, so. Oh, Master Plane, 3-second time penalty in P9. Rem is now past Penko's AI. Penko has just come back into session. So we've got racing points in 10 and 11. Wado and... Oh.
Wado and Sack, they're still side by side. They're still battling with each other.
Ooh. I don't know if they're battling. I don't know. Would they be battling or would they be trying to pull each other along? I don't know.
Who knows?
Oh, that's a bit wide though. Stumpy's also all the back of Rem.
Yeah, Willie Smile, he's only... he's gone onto a set of mediums. I would imagine he's not got any fresh softs left.
I don't know, he can't have. No, look. No, he's got loads of softs left. He's got medium, hard, medium. I do not actually get that, but okay. The softs are be pushing on 8 laps, but still would be, I don't know. Medium's probably the safer route. It's less stuff to worry about. Sack and Wado pulling each other along with the DRS. They're also bringing a Cyclone into it. Now Cyclone's just passed Wado. Oh, no, he
Almost got past.
Wado manages to defend it, yeah. Anderson with a 3-second time penalty. Let me have a look, Mr. Fradders. How many penalties has Remisko got? I think he's got 1. Yes, he has 1 penalty with 1 warning, so that he got 2 more warnings to get another penalty.
Beer Boost in the pits.
Yep.
He's had 2 sets of mediums already, and he goes for the softs.
Yeah. It's just whether now he can get through this lot. See, technically he's only 12 seconds, 14. 17 seconds behind where he was. So, and I know they're about a second and a half quicker. So we'll see. Sack and Wado again. Whoa, there's contact, and there was contact that time. We're damn sure. Sack 3-second time penalty for going wide. Well, he went early, didn't it? On their side, Cyclone. Cyclone is now into P6. It's the only problem. I think they were losing time together, to be fair. Elica and Joe Pelly in 13 and 14, the Toro Rossos. Joe Pelly keeps 13th position, but I don't know why he's trying to hold up his teammate on mediums.
That is a bizarre call there.
Yeah, Cyclone now with DRS on Wado. But Waddington should... you know he got bad exit though. Ooh. That is well played by the Red Bulls. They've managed to keep out Cyclone, and Cyclone's dropped from 6th to 8th, and now Master Plane is into 7th position behind.
Cyclone down to 9th, Chris Harley.
Oh, he's... Ooh.
Beer Boost gets ahead of Cyclone.
Yeah, he went on the inside on the hairpin, but there's no way he's making that corner. Going that close to the edge. It's... Oh... Master Plane and... Beer Boost is into 7th. This is the thing, he's on a fresh set of softs. There's ridiculously fast here.
Yeah, there's realistically no way of being able to defend from him, and he gets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah. Beer Boost 3-second time penalty though, so there's another penalty he's got there. This is going to be interesting. Beer Boost is now into P6, he's now going to be in P5. There's no way he's defending that, and he's gone. Oh, Wado on the inside on Chris.
A 2-for-1 on one.
He has gone deep
way.
though. That's a bit, nah.
As a little aggressive, but Waddington managed to get a 2-for-1. Gets past his teammate.
Penko into 11th. Yeah, but the thing is, we've lost somebody somewhere.
Oh, it's worthy.
I think it was a McLaren. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be classed as hard racing, but I mean, the late lunge.
There's a very fine line for that.
Yeah. Oh, Ricard's gone. And his car's in the pits and he's gone.
Bibber's now into 5th. 5 laps to go.
Record that. Yeah. Beard does hold on to it as well. Master Plane's also in front of Sack as well now, so this is looking like a rosy day for the Mercedes.
Indeed.
And if you've been watching Formula 1 for the last 5 years, you get used to it.
Yeah.
That's why I was so hoping those new regs are coming in next year, but they're not now, are they?
Yeah.
It's the year after.
It's going to be a matter of when, not if, Hamilton breaks Schumacher's record of world titles.
It would have just been more interesting if more of the cars were more similar, as quick as each other. And seeing if you would have won it then.
Yeah. Because including next year, that's going to be what, 7 years of Mercedes dominance?
I think so, yeah. It's like on the outside of Master Plane. Is he going to hold on to it though?
Looks like he does.
I don't know. He should have it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's still another 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, Sack's got the inside line.
So Sack back into 7th position. Well, it really is the fight of the race, and 14 and 15 is Penko and Anderson. I think Penko's going to have Anderson. Yeah. So, Penko into P14 on softs, so he's on a fresh set of softs. Also, Stumpy in 17 has just pitted. He's on to fresh softs with, well, worth a smile if he's comes back out off the AI. So it's
Penku fastest lap of the race, 14.1.
Those fresh set of softs. So Beer Boost is gaining rapidly on Ollie. He's down to got 2 seconds back on 2 laps, but we are on the penultimate lap of the race. 3-second time penalty for Ollie, so Ollie may, well, I say, still should be able to keep his 4th position, because I think Bib has got a few penalties as well, so I think Sack might jump over Beard Boost, but it looks like it'll be a pretty dominant display from the McLaren Mercedes. So there's Penku, another fast lap of the race at 1:13.4, and then the final lap of the race is not. There is now. Pap on the final lap of the race. I don't think he's got any more penalties, so he should be Pap first. Ultimate. I think Ultimate would be 3rd. I think.
We'll see what happens.
Let's see about CJ. Yeah, CJ would overlap Ultimate. Oh no, CJ needs 0.6 of a second, I believe.
Oh, yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. It's ultimate!
No, wow.
On the last lap!
That is massive. He's managed to save it. I think he's going to be alright though. I think he's going to be fine. But yeah, that's still going to hold it though.
Path comes across the line now. Takes the checkered flag. Wins the German Grand Prix.
Yeah.
CJ.
CJ's going to get
He gets second.
Yeah, Ultimate and Ollie will finish 3 and 4, which means Mercedes will win the Constructors All-Star race in 3rd and 4th. Boots will bring it home in 5th. But he has penalties, so I think Sack will jump him. I think Wado might as well.
He'll jump him by how much though? And oh! What on earth was that all about?
I don't know, but he's crashed before the finish line. Okay. So
he finishes 8th. Wallington 5th. Yeah, Mercedes take it, I think.
Yeah. Williams comes second.
15 and 12,
Third
27.
Is... Alright.
25 and 2, 27. It's actually a tie between Mercedes and
Right, it's
Alfa.
tie to fastest lap. We need the fastest lap out of the 2 teams combined. So I will take
Mercedes.
a screenshot of that and I'll add it all up.
Mercedes get it.
Both drivers. Both drivers combined time. It's combined time of both fastest laps of the drivers.
Oh, right.
So we will have to quickly take a calculator up. So let me get a calculator out. Well, I did not expect to see a level on points. So I know it's, well, I think it'll be 113. So let's have a look. Right, Mercedes is a 114.7. 114.706.
And bearing in mind it's 60 seconds in a minute, so...
Yeah.
So that'll be 74.
And 115.2.
75.
What's this phone doing that?
It'll be 74 plus 75 plus the decimal point.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless someone's rode up anyway, so I'm going to be able to get it. So 115. 237 equals. Right. So they got 2.299. Right. I'm going to get a screenshot now quickly on my laptop. There we go. Come on. So 2.29943. So yeah, so they did it in 2 minutes 29 seconds. 943 was Mercedes.
So 229 to beat for Alpha.
Yeah, and it's Alpha, isn't it? So it's a 1:14.9. 9. Right, so where it is master plane at 1:15.
I think it was a 15-0.
0. It's a 15.009.
This is going to be tight.
Alpha win it.
Oh!
2 minutes. 30 seconds. No, they didn't. No, Alpha lost it.
What was the
By
difference?
57 thousandths of a second. Half a tenth of a second.
0.057. Oh.
Mercedes won it.
So there we go. Mercedes have done it. Mercedes are the Constructors All-Star winners.
I will get the screenshots for everybody so they can see it, but yes. They are the champions.
How's about that?
Yeah. So let me just get a proper screenshot for everybody so we can see it. So,
But
do
anyway,
you want to do the rundown?
I'll need to do the rundown relatively swiftly because I've got
Yeah, no worries.
because I've got the
All good, mate.
because I've got like a pre-season brief.
That's right, mate. What's that?
Right. Right, so anyway, I'm gonna get this stream finished off and then get ready for.
Yep.
So anyway,
That's all
yeah.
right.
So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. What a climax that was! It came down to the fastest laps. Oh my! But yeah, well done to Mercedes, Constructors All-Star winners. We've got the individual All-Star race next week, followed by the XRL awards. It's going to be a busy day for us next week. But until then, good night. Thanks for watching.